Hi, my name is Kathy Zigbee, and I'm the coordinator of the bookkeeping program here at Conestoga. All right, so our bookkeeping program is offered at our main campus, the Dune campus, that's located in Kitchener, just off the 401. All right, this is our School of Business office, and the School of Business office is where our academic advisors are located. So if you needed help or had questions, you could come and see me, your coordinator, or our academic advisors are located here in the School of Business office. So why choose the bookkeeping program? So bookkeeping is a great life skill to have. All right. Our bookkeeping program teaches the basic skills that you need to become a good bookkeeper, either in your own business or to go and work for someone else. In this program, I try and emphasize the importance of asking questions and how to look up the information that you need. Nobody can have all the answers to all the questions. And as soon as you do know all the answers, then the answer changes. So it's important to know where to be able to find answers, that it's okay to say, I don't know, and where to find the information that you need. Bookkeeping is a great introduction to the School of Business. You can easily move into the diploma program if you decide to continue your schooling full time once you're finished your program. It's a 2-semester program. You can graduate with certificate in just 8 months. Right here in the School of Business, we have what's called a 7-1-7 design, meaning that you have 7 weeks of class. Then you have a week off called Student Success Week, like March break, but it happens every semester. And then the last 7 weeks of class. Then you have what's called intersession. So if you were to start this in the fall, your intersession would land over Christmas vacation. So you'd have 2.5 or 3 weeks off then. And then at the beginning of January, you'd start your second week of class. Your second semester, you'd have 7 weeks of class. Then you'd have Student Success Week. And then you'd have another 7 weeks of class, including your final exams. And then by the end of April, you're all done. You graduate. Right. In our first semester, we would have Intro to Financial Accounting 1. We would have Introductory to Personal Tax. We'd have Organizational Behavior, which talks about personalities in the workplace and that sort of thing. Then College Reading and Writing. And then Business Computing Applications 1. So that would, we'd focus on Word and Excel. And then Business Math. All right. Then after intersession, when we move to second semester, you'd have Accounting 1040, which is your Intro to Financial Accounting 2. Then you would have Intro to Payroll Administration. You'd have Introductory Cost Accounting. You'd have Excel in Accounting, where you apply the accounting that you've learned and the Excel that you've learned, and you combine them together. Then you have our second tax course, Advanced Personal Tax. And then you'd have Accounting Applications 1. And right now we are learning Sage 50 and QuickBooks Desktop in accounting applications. What would your schedule look like? So this is a copy of the schedule from winter of 2020. Every semester looks very different. You could have classes scheduled from anywhere between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And we also have evening classes available and some classes on Saturdays as well. Some of the classes, there's only one section of it. Payroll, for example, only one section runs at a time. The 2 tax courses in our program, there's only one section that runs. So you wouldn't have choices about changing that. But some of the courses like College Reading and Writing, the math course, there's dozens of sections to choose from some semesters. So you might have a little bit of flexibility with changing your schedule around your work and your family. How many hours of homework would you have? Well, that's going to depend on you. So if you're very good at Excel, you might not need to spend a lot of time at Excel. If you're very good at math, you might not need to spend a lot of time on math. You should plan on spending between 1 hour and 2 hours for each hour of class extra, all right, working on assignments, doing reading. Some of the classes have computer labs that you need to do as well, that make up part of your marks. So it's an hour to 2 hours for each hour of class that you have, plus extra time if you're working on an assignment or when you're studying for exams. All right. Yes, you can make changes to your schedule like we discussed. Once we're 10 days into the semester, though, that's what your schedule is for the rest of that semester. All right, maybe you haven't been in school for a while. Many of the people who join our program are either return to learn or return to the workforce, or maybe they've been downsized and are looking for a change. We've had some people come who've been injured at work and so can't do heavy lifting anymore, and so they're looking for something else to do. So we've got lots and lots of different resources here at Conestoga. All right, so we're going to continue with our virtual tour. All right, so this is one of our open access computer labs. So we've got all our different computer programs that are going to be in these. And these computer labs, there's a few of them throughout the campus that you can have access to. Excel and Word and QuickBooks and Sage, all of those things would be installed on these computers so that you can go and work on your assignments here at the college. All right, this is our Learning Commons. So across from Tim Hortons in the main building, our Learning Commons, they have extra help. They've got tutors, and this is free extra help that you can access. So we understand that for many people, math and accounting maybe is a little bit scary, a little bit daunting. And so there's free extra help available every day for people who are taking math and people who are taking accounting. So there's lots and lots of extra help available. There's drop-ins every day. Like I said, you can do one-on-one with a tutor, or if you have a friend in your class and you want to go in and work together, you can arrange that as well. All right, then we have our test center and our accessibility office. All right, so if you have accessibility needs, these folks are here to help you with that. We have a testing room that allows you to write your tests in a quiet space if you're registered with the accessibility office. This is also where makeup tests are done, English language proficiency tests, all those sorts of things. And then when you're wrapping things up at Conestoga College, the Student Success Services, the My Career, these people help you build your resume, help you connect with employers. We've got a job board, so there's people who post jobs for new grads or people who are looking for summer work. They post it specifically on our Conestoga job board. So these are people who are looking to hire students or new graduates. So this is a great tool that's available to you. All right, what can you do once you graduate? All right, so once you've finished with the bookkeeping program at Conestoga, like we talked about at the beginning, you might decide that you absolutely love accounting. And so you want to continue with your education. You can move into a modified year 2 of the accounting diploma program, or you've taken the payroll course and you decide you absolutely love payroll and that's what you want to do for the rest of your life. So the continuing education program have a couple of payroll certificate programs that you could do through them to continue with your payroll education. Some of our students come to the program because they have been working in a family business and have been tasked with doing the bookkeeping and want to feel a little more confident in their abilities and what they're doing. So sometimes it's a case of their spouse has a business, or maybe their parents have had a family business, or their in-laws have had a family business, and now the next generation is taking over. And so again, they want to just upgrade their skills to make sure that they're doing everything, payroll in particular, correctly. You might decide that you want to go and work in a bookkeeper as the bookkeeper in a smaller, medium-sized company. Larger companies often have a controller if they're much bigger, but a smaller business, a bookkeeper often will go in and do the bookkeeping. You might decide you want to work in a larger company and focus just on one area, maybe accounts receivable or accounts payable or payroll, right? Those are all different options that you could do once you graduate. All right, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My name's Kathy Zigbee and I'm your coordinator. My email's here, kzigbee@conestogac.on.ca. Or if you have a general question about the School of Business, you could reach out to businessschool@conestogac.on.ca. Hope to see you in the fall. Take care.